What's up? It's Friday! What's going on, y'all? It's Friday again, girl. We was just on Friday. Shoot. So what's going on, y'all? Go ahead and like, subscribe, hit the bell twice so that you can get notifications that the Diva dropped the video down. You know what I'm saying? So what we talking about? We got a lot to talk about. We really do. Come on, bitch. Come on, son. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about, so let's get to it. I need to wash my car. I really do. I might as well, right? So what are we talking about? Girl, we have so much to talk about. Real Housewives of New York City came on last night. We're going to talk about that. It wasn't like an eventful episode. It was just, you know, a roundup, so to speak. We're going to talk about it in this little thing. I might do the white women together, New York and Beverly Hills. I might do them together. When does Beverly Hills start? It starts soon too, right? All these shows are on and starting, and it's like, it's a lot. I was thinking we might have to be down here on Saturdays too. We might, because I'm telling y'all now, I probably will not be watching Waka and Tammy anymore. I don't know if Dr. Siri is going to be back on there. Doesn't seem like Tammy is interested in therapy. She thinks she's fine, even though people have been saying that she has anger issues. No, she's very old school with that. We're gonna talk about Tammy and Waka, but I think I want to talk about just a little bit. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I'm not interested anymore. I really wanted to see them in therapy. That's what I was looking for. I really wanted to see them in therapy, kind of like I guess like a marriage boot camp, kind of, sort of, but like consistently going to this man throughout that's the only reason why I watched it. Because I was like, okay, if Dr. Siri is going to be on here, I love his approach. I want to see how he works with them. I don't see that he's going to be on anymore, so I don't want to watch it. My only reason for watching it was him. So, Snoop and Re-Linux, there's some rumblings about them. She had on a wig, I guess, and he told her that she needs to grow her own hair. And I think everybody is just like, you know, the irony of it all. You know, at the beginning of the year, you were hollering and screaming on Oprah and Kale in regards to black men's legacies, protecting the legacy of black men. And then this black man who was in agreement with you, in fact, who caused the big hullabaloo about Gail. You were standing alongside of him, and he's over here employing misogynistic ideologies towards you, and anti-black ideologies too, if you really want to get down to it. Snoop he's been, I don't know what's going on with him, but he seems to be regressing. So tired. I mean, that's what happens. You stand up for them, protect them, and then now you are the target of what you were protecting. So you on your own. So all of y'all on your own. Nick Cannon released the trailer for Dr. Sebi's documentary that Nipsey Hussle started. I guess it was right on time with the anniversary of his death. I don't know how far Nipsey Hussle was along, but for it to be completed just a year after his death seems a little rushed to me. You got all of the Hotep adjacent folks present and giving their commentary. Not a Dr. Umar. Tyreek, I want to be a pimp. I don't really know. I'm afraid of my femininity. Nasheed, and then Erykah Badu. You know, I love Erykah Badu, but we're not going to act like she's not Hotep adjacent, okay? Just like Re-Linux. Like, there's some ideologies there. But yeah, so, you know, unfortunately, I mean, as much disdain as I have for those like Tariqs and Umars of the world, and I think that's the reason why some people had issues with Nipsey, is because he associated himself with that. But that's not anything surprising based on his goals, right? Because we're not gonna lie, Tariq and Umar have similar goals, different approaches, but they still they're rooted in the upliftment of one part of their group, and then lying and basically gaslighting and saying that women are, where there's just disrespect for women. I'm not going to even try to put it in a nice way. They hate femininity, do not like it, but then are so heavy in masculinity, improving masculinity, like to the point where, I don't know. Nick Cannon, he's on that shit too. He might be Hotep adjacent, but with a little bit of, he has this desire, he finds non-black women desirable, to the point where it seems as though he values them over black women. That's what I look at when I see Nick Cannon's corny ass. I think he's like absolutely corny. And it's crazy because these men, and what it is what I've observed is that these men like a Ray J, a Nick Cannon, where they were taught, and I think this is just how men or boys are raised, is like, focus on the business, focus on this idea that eventually you'll have to be a protector and provider. So they do so well in business that they forget, and we're not taught how to relate to women. And then society that breeds these type of men there's no consequence for the bad behaviors of men towards women. Look at Chloe. She says she's thinking about reconciling with Tristan Thompson after you sent Jordan Woods through all of that mess, just to say you're thinking about reconciling with him. Oh, cross-eyed motherfucker. No way. There's no consequence. So you have these men who are really good in business and just really bad at relating to women because they were not taught, and there's no incentive to be nice. Whenever a man, have you ever noticed when a man is nice to a woman that other men call him a simp or say he's weak or accuse him of trying to get pussy? Like, what? It's like the only reason why you should be nice to women is if there's an exchange of vagina in return. Basically is what that comes down to. Like, you shouldn't, what are you being nice to her for? You must want some pussy, right? Because otherwise we're not nice to these bitches. We don't love these hoes. Speaking of we don't love these hoes, I love when Madison does that, because it's sometimes it be right on point with her next topic. How she segues, it's hilarious. Oh, before I get to that, Raven-Symone and DaBaby were on Instagram live, and he started to flirt with her. Now, Raven is a lesbian, and I guess he assumed that she was bisexual. And men believe that when a woman is bisexual, that means that she walks around wanting to have threesomes, right? And and so he's talking to her, trying to, he's flirting with her. She looks, let me tell you how uncomfortable she looks. She looks so uncomfortable. It's like, it was like almost the opposite. Like, this guy is flirting with you and you really are not wanting, you don't find what he's doing sexually arousing. You're not aroused by that. You're not turned on by it, but you're trying to act like you are. That's what Raven was doing. She was like, oh yeah, really? Girl, nobody believes you. I don't even believe you. This is not a good acting. Go back to acting school. It's a mess. I was so uncomfortable for her because I was like, she's really trying to flirt back with him, and it's just like, no. And then he was like, whatever she used to do on her little show with her eyes when she would be thinking, and he was like, do that thing with your eyes or something like that. She was like, pay me first. I said, I know that's right, bitch. I'm not doing nothing for free just because you talking slick, negra. No, we're not doing that. Pay me first. He said, how much? She was like, 15 stacks. And he was like, you want $15,000? She's like, look, I've been working since I was 3 years old. You getting a discount. I said, come on, bitch. Come on, Raven. Oh, and Raven and the 3LW girls, that was right after my time. Like, 3LW, I wasn't really, not my thing. but I guess it's some mess or whatever. But the girl Keely, girl, she looks a mess. I don't know. There was something on my news feed. I said she looks like her name is Beth, and she shoots deer and prepares it for the winter with her bare hands. She looks a mess, y'all. Woo! It's you know, it all comes out. You think it's cute when they're young and their eyes is a different color and their hair is a different texture. But when that aged, woo! When them rings in that trunk, baby, when age hits, baby, when the sun starts going down, like Leslie Jordan was like, he is 65 years old. Somebody was like, I'm 61 and I don't look nothing like that. Yeah, see, come on. When they age like salad in a bag, girl. She looks a mess. She looks dry. She looks like she ain't moisturized ever because she couldn't see the ash. Bitch, she looked a mess. Anyways, Jamal Bryant, Juanita Bynum, the church, the black church. I know y'all gonna say it's not all black churches. Honey, let me tell you something. It's never always all, but it is definitely always some. So you got the some. We're gonna talk about the some today. We're not talking about the all. We talking about the some, okay? Jamal Bryant. Let me get my phone. Yes. Jamal Bryant over at New Birth Missionary Baptist Church. Hello, black people. Are you awake this morning? We got some news and motherfucking announcements. So this is how they gonna treat the potential sick and shut in, okay? Drive-through testing on April 4th and 5th from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock down at New Birth. You know, the church is all about community, and the church is all about moving into action when their flock might be in harm's way, right? That's the position of the church, right? Okay. They're selling tests so that you can get tested for this virus that's going around. Yes, your church is in your community that you pay your tithes to, selling you virus testing kits. Juanita Bynum is doing something similar. I can't find her ad. Oh, and I'm not done. I can't find her ad. But she's selling shit too. It's so weird. And this is the reason why people don't with the black church. Is because in the time of crisis, you should not be selling anything to the people who have the most faith, usually are the brokest. Okay? And they are living check to check. And part of their check they give to the church, right? Consistently devoted to paying basically their membership dues. Because I heard if you ain't up on your tithes that sometimes you don't have access to different privileges of the church. So what do y'all do during a global pandemic but sell something that should be given to your church community? You have members of the church that you should say, hey guys, we got access and we got our hands on some testing kits because we want to make sure our community is protected, right? Because this is a different kind of protection, right? This is the earthly protection, right? So now we want to sell these things to you instead of saying, come down here and get these tests, all the members of this church, because we have got our hands on these things. All the old people, all the pregnant women, all the children. But you want to sell it. You want to sell them, the old ladies, the old black ladies, the old deaconess down there with they soup can heels, and you want to sell them a test. That's why people don't fool with the black church. because y'all trying to figure out a way to capitalize off the very community that pays their last to give back to the person you say you getting messages from, and you want to sell them some shit back. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. But hey, it's not uncommon. That's what you do. You find the brokest, you sell them this organized religion, and then you tell them that they could, as long as they're suffering now, their rewards will be in the afterlife. So they stay suffering and suffering and suffering and suffering and going to you and crying to you and paying their last. Telling you they got bills, issues, and this and that. And y'all want to show support of the community by selling something to them. People who are on fixed incomes and old people who are on fixed incomes, you want to sell them. The ones who need it the most are not the ones who can pay for it. So the church should pay for it. That's what your position should be. Jamal Bryant, that's your king? That's who you thinking about going back to? A man who wants to sell. Then they put up, it's postponed because the government put in a shelter in place order. It's postponed now. They're selling tests for assessments for $25, testing for $125. Wait a minute. Limited slots available. So now let's employ we only have a little bit. We don't have enough so that we can create this place of fear and this place of lack, right? Let's do that. Then you say, register online. Donations welcome. Motherfucker, you the ones that should be donating the goddamn kits. Accepting donations. You guys ought to be ashamed of yourselves. You should be ashamed of yourselves to even show your faces in the community after trying to sell virus test kits. But if you want an assessment, and then wait. Here's an asterisk. Don't forget the small print. Reimbursement through your insurance. You give me the money and send the paper off to your insurance so they can reimburse you. Honey, let me tell you something. You ought to be ashamed of yourselves. But I'm sure there's people down there helping. And then nobody say, y'all, I don't think this is right. I think we should probably give these tests away. Nobody. Not for profit is right. Because it's not for the profit. Jesus, who's supposed to be the prophet, it's for the profit to line their fucking pockets. That's what the profit is for. God damn it. Motherfuckers, you guys ought to be ashamed of yourself. That is exactly why people don't fuck with the black church. Exactly why I done got mad. So I'm gonna move on to something more lighthearted. All right. So we're gonna talk about Nene and Eva. So yesterday, we was down here talking about how Nene said that Eva should be replaced on the show. And to my surprise, when I got back to the house, I'm looking online and Eva and Nene are going back and forth. Now, Eva said that Nene, I guess Eva is not really caring about, to me what's happening is, because Eva was not missed in Greece. I even said it. I didn't miss Eva. At the end of the day, you don't say somebody should be fired or should be let go. I just don't think that that's cool to say that. I'm not sure why she's coming for Eva. I don't know what that's about. Eva is 20 years younger than you. Okay, I'm not being ageist, but then she said, oh, okay. So Eva said, let's do a pretty face challenge. Now, I know that, what's her name had her put her face up. Nene put her face up and it looked like she had a filter on. It wasn't supposed to have no filter. They said Candy put her face up. I'm good. And then, Eva is pretty. So, she's pretty. So she did her wash your face challenge. But Nene was like, girl, you should know I'm about the skin. So they going back and forth. Then Eva says, calls Nene a wide back. She says that her storyline is not having a storyline. Hold on, here she go.
She's bothered though. She's threatened. And doesn't have edges. All right, but we got to talk about it.
And you know what?
In a minute.
And I think that I think the reason why Eva did a lot of backpedaling and pussy popping when it came to her shade and acting like she didn't remember is because I think that Eva can get mean with her shade. I think that she could get really mean. And I think she's been trying to keep it cute. I really feel like she's been trying to keep it cute because the way she let off on Nene, it's almost like she's been wanting to say those things to her. If she were to say it, it would be too mean, and then she would have to backpedal and be like, I don't remember saying it. But I think she's now done with forgetting that the shade that she throws. Because I think Eva's really mean with her shade. I think it's mean. I think it's teetering on me. What sign is she? Is she an Aquarius? What sign is Eva? Oh no, I think she's at the end of the year. Yeah, October 30th. I think she's mean with her shade. I do.
Consequence to her? I don't know. She's bothered though. She's threatened. And doesn't have edges. All right, but we got to talk about it. In a minute, Gary gonna bring it up. So I just wanted to give y'all a head. I know you're gonna be bad as well. 30 seconds to speak on it.
Here she go.
First and foremost, I was not in Greece because I was pregnant. Now, Nene, who's 55, doesn't remember maybe being pregnant because that was 20 years ago for her. But I'm a 35-year-old woman with my family and beautiful husband, and I'm continuing to make a family. As far as my relevance on the show, I choose not to every single day to be ratchet. There's already enough ratchet, i.e. her, on the show. Why do you need two? I do me and represent the other part of black women that are smart, astute, that are well-spoken, and that's who I represent. So
that's who Kenya represents.
Boring, you spent time in your interview
so you're part of that
talking
group
about me because your storyline is the fact that you have no storyline. And if I do remember correctly, even though I was not in Greece, I was on FaceTime and I still got a check. Unlike you, who missed 7 episodes this entire season. This reunion is going to be lit. Glue your wig all the way down, sweetheart, because it is going down wide back.
Bitch, she called her a wide back. Baby, the Nene got on down to her Instagram and she posted a diss record, girl. She posted a diss record. I know y'all saw it. I posted to the community page. But of course she had on a duster, jeans, and a white t-shirt. Let me find it. Here she go.
Come on to get this. Is this thing on? Honey, come on to get this. Honey, come on to get this. Honey, come on to get this. It's Nene Lee. Come on, 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 come on. Yeah, I'm sweet and that's a money dog. Get it jumping like Dolly. Come on, Chase bank account. I run the numbers up. See, I know how to get to the back.
Nene says she know how to get to the bag, bitch. Let me tell you something. It's a mess. It's a whole mess, but I'm not mad at all. I'm here for this shit. I'm here for it. I'm sorry. Come on and get this. Baby, Nene said, come on and get this. You bitches could never, honey. I can turn your plums into a peach. You should have performed. Now bow a little lower. I wear the crown, you wear the tiara. This is the house I built. HBIC, hashtag the threat, hashtag I'm coming for you bitches, hashtag good skin, hashtag guns loaded. Come on, Nene. Hashtag the 50 Fab Club. Now drop that beat. Come on, bitch. Do your dance challenges and I'll post them on my story. The best dance will be in the video. That's hilarious. I can't. I'm sorry. It is a mess. Come on and get this. Nene finally got her a record, y'all. You know, because she told Kim. I don't think people really care about your record if I'm not on it. Okay, bye. Bye. Thank you. And then that's how you knew that Candy didn't like Nene, because she went and helped Kim. That's where all that shit started from with Candy and Nene. But baby, that was funny. Come on and get this. Come on and get this. Come on and come on and come on.
Get this. Is this thing on? Honey, come on and get this. Oh my God. Honey, come on and get this. Bitches, honey,
you could never. Y'all, I'm not mad at Nene. I'm sorry. It's a mess, but I love it.
Yeah, I'm sweeter than some double dutch. Get it jumping like double dutch.
Get it jumping like double dutch, bitch. I gotta go. Okay, I'm playing too much down here. Y'all, tell me what y'all think about Nene's diss record. She dissing everybody, but it's so funny because you on there with a crown on. And a little, I don't know what it is. It's a little thing with a peach at the top of it. I don't know what it is. But baby, this is Nene's claim to fame, and nobody is going to take this from her. And that's what it is. Period. Y'all not going to come in here and take her show from her. That's not happening. So that's what it is. Anyways, what else is going on? That's it. I was thinking we was going to have some time for Real Housewives of, yeah, we'll come back with Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Come on and get this. Hold on, let me do this one more time.
Is this thing on? Honey, come on and get this. Oh my God. Honey, come on and get this. Bitches, honey, come on and get this. It's Nene and Eva. Come on and 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 come on.
Come on, Nene.
Yeah, I'm sweeter than some double dog.
Hey!
Jumping like double dutch. 5, 4, 3, 2, I'm in number one. Chase bank account, I run the numbers up. See, I know how to get you.
She said, Chase bank account. You know I run the numbers up. Come on, bitch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. You know, Nene gets on my nerves. That used to be my girl, and I can't help it. I love it. I love this. This is better than, to me, I feel like it's better than Mama D shit. It's better than all the old ladies who putting out these albums on the reality shows. She gets it. I'm sorry. Who else put out? She beat out Luann, Countess Luann. This, I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all. Y'all go buy Nene's, honey, come on and get this. I've been number one, bitch. You are not going to take her show from her. She's coming to spray you bitches. All right, y'all. Take care of each other. Stay grounded. Protect your energy. And that's it. That's all we got today. And we're going to come back with Beverly Hills. It's not Beverly Hills. New York City. All right, peace.